As you guys probably heard, Apple just released the new and updated 13-inch MacBook Pro. I have been extremely pumped about this laptop for a while now, but everyone, including myself, thought this laptop was going to become a 14-inch and not stay as a 13-inch laptop. So let's take a look for ourselves and see exactly what this laptop has to offer. What's going on, guys? It's Gino from Modern Accessory Review, and on this channel I help you find the best tech and accessories for yourselves. If you watched my last YouTube video, I released a video on the 14-inch MacBook Pro that Apple was supposed to release very soon. It turns out we aren't going to get that 14-inch MacBook, and instead we're getting the 13-inch MacBook Pro. With all of the rumors going around, everybody thought that the previous old 13-inch MacBook Pro was going to become a 14-inch, but that's not the case. So even though we get a 13-inch and not a 14-inch MacBook Pro, everything I mentioned in my last video is still pretty accurate. We get that new Scissor switch keyboard, which is the one we have in the 16-inch MacBook Pro, which is super incredible, and I think it's going to benefit a lot of people because the previous keyboards, which were the butterfly style keyboards, had so many problems with jammed keys and just a ton of hassles. This new keyboard has worked incredibly well for myself, and I have really enjoyed typing on it. This includes the physical escape key that's separated from the touch bar and the inverted T design, which is just the different layout of the arrow keys. So overall, we have a really improved keyboard. Now, one of the things I am most pumped about in this laptop is the new 10th generation Intel chips. This is completely new from Apple, and we see the 9th generation Intel chips in the 16-inch MacBook Pro, so the 10th generation Intel chips that we see in the 13-inch will be really awesome to have and definitely improve performance. We'll go a little bit more in depth on that in a bit. Moving on, Apple has doubled the storage across all of the 13-inch models. Instead of starting at 128 gigabytes, we are now getting 256 gigabytes. This is really nice because Apple is giving us double the storage at the same price as their old previous 13-inch MacBook Pro. Now, if you want more storage than that, we can spec it up all the way to 4 terabytes of storage, only if you choose the 10th gen Intel chips. Clarifying that a bit, on Apple's website, we have 4 starting base models. 2 of them have the 8th gen chips, which are the old chips, and 2 of them have the 10th gen chips. If you choose one of the 8th gen chip models, then you won't be able to spec up as much in terms of storage and RAM. Whereas the 10th gen chip models are what allows us to get up to 4 terabytes of storage and even up to 32 gigabytes of RAM. Of course, if you guys have any questions at all about that, make sure to leave it in the comments below, and I will try my best to answer those for you guys. We're also getting new Intel Iris Plus graphics thanks to the 10th generation Intel chip, which will allow you to use a 6K display, which means yes, you can use the Apple XDR display with your 13-inch MacBook Pro. Now, we don't see any improvements in the speakers, and we still have the same speakers as the old 13-inch model, which are good, but they're not incredible like the 16-inch MacBook Pro that I was kind of hoping for. We still get the same battery life as the previous generation, and we still have that 720p camera, which definitely needs some work, and we also get Wi-Fi AC still. I was really hoping for that new 14-inch display with a better camera and Wi-Fi as well, but we still do have a lot of improvements here, especially thanks to that 10th generation chip. Now, the lower end model with the 8th generation chips start at $12.99. But if you are wanting the top specs and are doing a lot of video editing and stuff like that, then I definitely recommend going with the model with at least the 10th gen chip with 1 terabyte of storage, which starts at about $2,000. And then you can spec it up even more to about 32 gigabytes of RAM, which will take you to about $2,300, which is a bit pricey. But if you want that 6K display with a better processor and better storage, then trust me, it's definitely worth the upgrade. So, final thoughts here, I'm definitely pumped that Apple released this laptop. Those 10th generation Intel chips are going to make a huge difference, and I like to see that new keyboard, more storage, and better graphics. I am disappointed that we don't get the 14-inch display that everyone thought we were going to get, and the new speakers, and of course the front-facing camera, but I am definitely content with what Apple did give us here. With all of that being said, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to destroy that like button, and comment below what you think about the 13-inch MacBook Pro. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace!